This is the most terrifying, unsolved mystery in human history. In 1959, 9 experienced hikers vanished into the freezing Russian mountains, only to be found dead in ways that defy science. Their tent was ripped open from the inside. They ran out into a negative 30-degree blizzard, completely barefoot. Some had broken bones with no external bruises. One was missing her tongue, and their clothes showed high levels of radiation. For over 60 years, governments and scientists have tried to cover up the truth. Was it a military experiment gone wrong? A legendary mountain creature? Or something not from this world? Welcome to the Dyatlov Pass Incident. Today we unwrap the classified files to reveal what actually happened on that cursed night. Our story begins in January 1959. A group of 10 young, highly experienced hikers from the Ural Polytechnic Institute planned a dangerous ski trek across the northern Ural Mountains. They were led by Igor Dyatlov, a brilliant 23-year-old engineer. The team was cheerful, singing songs and documenting everything in their diaries and cameras. They had no idea they were walking into a trap. On January 28th, one member, Yuri Yudin, fell ill and had to turn back. This twist of fate saved his life. He was the last person to see his 9 friends alive. By February 1st, the remaining 9 hikers reached the slope of a mountain known by the local indigenous Mansi tribe as Kholat Syakhl, which translates to Dead Mountain. Due to worsening snowstorms, they lost their direction and decided to pitch their tent right on the exposed, freezing slope of the Dead Mountain. It was a fatal mistake. Sometime around midnight, as the hikers slept peacefully inside, an unexpected terror struck. Whatever it was, it gave them no time to wear jackets or boots. They had to escape immediately or die. When February 20th arrived and the hikers failed to send their planned telegram, their families panicked. A massive search-rescue team of volunteers, military planes, and helicopters was immediately sent into the brutal wilderness. On February 26th, investigators finally found the campsite. The tent was half buried in snow, empty, and slashed open from the inside. All their shoes, warm jackets, and money were left behind. It made no sense. Following the barefoot footprints in the snow, investigators walked down towards the forest. There, under a giant cedar tree, they found the first 2 bodies. They were wearing only underwear, and their hands were brutally burned. Nearby, they found the body of the leader, Igor Dyatlov, and 2 others. They died while trying to crawl back to the tent in desperation. But the real horror was hidden deeper in the woods, buried under 15 feet of snow. 2 months later, the remaining 4 bodies were discovered in a ravine. This is where the mystery took a dark, unexplained turn. These hikers didn't die of hypothermia. They were killed by a massive, violent force. One hiker had a fractured skull. 2 others had internal chest-crushed injuries, as severe as a high-speed car crash. Yet there were no external marks on their skin. And worst of all, Lyudmila Dubinina was missing her tongue and her eyes. The Soviet government quickly closed the case, giving a bizarre official verdict. They stated that the hikers died due to an unknown compelling force. The files were immediately classified and locked away in secret archives. But independent investigators soon discovered facts that the government tried to hide. Medical exams revealed that the clothes of the victims were highly radioactive. Why would hikers in the middle of nowhere have radiation on them? Even more shocking, another group of hikers camping miles away reported seeing strange, glowing orange spheres in the night sky during the exact time of the tragedy. Soviet military logs also confirmed these anomalies. This gave birth to the first major theory: secret military weapon testing. Some believe the hikers accidentally entered a Soviet missile testing zone, and a parachute landmine exploded above their tent, causing internal crush injuries. The explosion would explain the sudden panic, the radiation, and the broken bones. But it failed to explain why the Soviet military would leave the bodies behind, or why the leader, Igor Dyatlov, was found holding a flashlight. This led to a much darker ancient theory. The Mansi tribe warned that the mountain was cursed. Local legends spoke of the Menk, a terrifying, aggressive Siberian Yeti that brutally guards its territory from outsiders. For decades, the Siberian Yeti and alien theories ruled the internet. But in 2021, modern science finally brought forward a shocking new explanation. A team of Swiss researchers used advanced computer models to simulate the exact night of the tragedy. They discovered a rare phenomenon called a slab avalanche. Because the hikers had cut into the snow slope to pitch their tent, it weakened the heavy snow above them. Hours later, a massive, dense block of ice broke off and crashed directly onto the sleeping hikers. This massive weight would explain the heavy internal chest injuries and fractured skulls, instantly mimicking the impact of a car crash. Trapped, bleeding, and suffocating under the snow, the survivors panicked. They slashed the tent open from the inside to escape. Blinded by the midnight blizzard, freezing, and carrying their dying friends, they walked down to the forest for shelter. But out there in the negative 30-degree cold, nature took over, and one by one, they froze to death. The radiation, it was likely from the lantern mantles they carried. The missing eyes and tongue? Simple scavenging by wild mountain animals after their deaths. Science had solved the mystery. Or did it? Even today, experts argue that a slab avalanche doesn't explain why the hikers ran half naked for over a mile without looking back. What do you think actually asked on the dead mountain? Let us know in the comments below. Sleep well.